Now, let's start with the first process in this knowledge area, which is plan risk management. PMBOK defines plan risk management as the process of defining how to conduct risk management activities for a project. The key benefit of this process is that it ensures that the degree, type, and visibility of risk management are commensurate with both the risks and the importance of the project to the organization. The risk management plan is vital to communicate with and obtain agreement and support from all stakeholders to ensure the risk management process is supported and performed effectively over the project life cycle. Planning risk management is also important to provide sufficient resources and time for risk management activities and to establish an agreed upon basis for evaluating risks. Coming to the inputs, outputs, tools and techniques of this process. The inputs are project management plan, project charter, stakeholder register, enterprise environmental factors, and organizational process assets. Some of the elements of the project management plan may be used during planning of risk management. Project charter contains a high-level definition of the risk that would be involved in the project, which will be used as a reference for planning risk management. Stakeholder register, it contains the list of all the stakeholders that would be involved in the project and what are their interests in the project. This will help the project team to analyze what all stakeholders need to be involved and communicated during planning risk management. Coming to the tools and techniques, they are analytical techniques, expert judgment, and meetings. Expert judgment, as it is obvious from the terminology, it will be opinions from the subject matter experts in the field of risk management planning. Meetings are normally conducted with the project team as well to make sure that the planning is holistic. The only output from this process is risk management plan. Coming to the data flow diagram, project charter is provided by develop project charter process. It is a process in integration management knowledge area. Project management plan is provided by develop project management plan process. It is also a process in integration management knowledge area. Stakeholder register is the output of identify stakeholders process. This process is a part of stakeholder management knowledge area, and enterprise environmental factors and organizational process assets are provided by the performing organization. Using the tools and technique, the output is risk management plan, which is an input to 4 other processes in the risk management knowledge area itself. The processes are identify risks, perform qualitative risk analysis, perform quantitative risk analysis, and plan risk responses. Now let's start the detailed discussion of inputs. The first input is project management plan. Project management plan is an input to almost all the planning processes, and this is not an exception. We know that when there is a risk event that occurs in a project, it can have a wider impact. It can affect the schedule of the project, the cost of the project, or the scope of the project. So, in planning risk management, all approved subsidiary management plans and baselines should be taken into consideration in order to make the risk management plan consistent with them. The project management plan provides baseline or current state of risk affected areas, including scope, schedule, and cost. The project cost management plan defines how risk budgets, contingencies, and management reserves will be reported and accessed. The schedule management plan defines how schedule contingencies will be reported and assessed, and communications management plan defines the interactions that will occur on the project and determines who will be available to share information on various risks and responses at different times and locations. Once it is prepared, the risk management plan also becomes a component of the project management plan. Next is project charter. As you already know, the project charter formally authorizes the project and clearly identifies the project manager as the authority who will assign resources to the project. The charter is needed in risk management planning because it identifies the business need of the project and the overall project description. Risks that can prevent the project from satisfying the business need of the project must be addressed during the course of execution of the project. The product description must also be evaluated to determine what risks may be preventing the project work from obtaining the acceptable product description.